ChatGPT can work in a variety of ways with Power BI, but in my mind, the best use case at the moment is by asking certain questions to solve some things that you might be having problems with inside of Power BI. That's, the first and foremost is solving any DAX equations you might have issues with. So I'm looking how to create, maybe a simple DAX equation, how to calculate total revenue for last year. Maybe I'm new to the tool and I don't know how to do that. I can simply ask ChatGPT, how do I write this DAX formula? And it should give me with that answer. Same thing if you're writing a Power Query, any Power Query coding, if you're looking at writing SQL coding. I know that's not Power BI related, but again, if you're wanting to write a query for it, it's going to give you what it thinks you're trying to solve. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have to do your own due diligence to validate what is provided to you. Now, I think as the tool continues to, advance, it's going to get even better at giving you those answers. But you still have the responsibility to, at the end of the day, do your own validation, make sure that it is giving you what you're looking for. The other area I think that would be great to see some enhancement in is in the budgeting and forecasting world. So like right now you hear you got to build out maybe a machine learning model or some AI model to help you predict your forecast. If I can simply ask that question to ChatGPT and don't have to build something out and say, hey, show me what my forecast should be based upon the last 2 years of historical data. And all I have to do is ask the question and then it will give that to me based upon what's already in my historical data set. I mean, think about all the time you can save and actually all the costs that you can save as a firm to have somebody build that out for you. So if that's something that you can actually do and then take that data and put it into one of your scenarios or put it into your forecasting model, that's just going to enhance your reporting and the predictability of how your organization is operating and forecasting as a whole.
Yeah, and in fact, that's kind of one of the leading edge arenas certainly in Power BI that has been integrated with ChatGPT. There's a few of our clients that we do budgeting and forecasting work for where certain visuals are now available with ChatGPT already integrated into it. And one of the use cases that's first off the mark has been that sort of budgeting and forecasting aspect of it. Increase sales by 10%. How does that kind of translate down to the bottom line? Do a bottom-up budget and kind of spread and allocate this data across your data model. So that's a really interesting arena, both from a perspective of using with Power BI, but then also using Power BI kind of for those kind of future-focused tasks of actually pushing data into the Power BI environment.
One thing that I think would be very interesting to actually get out of this would be, when ChatGPT gets to that level, or maybe it's already there, we just don't know it yet, is allow it to analyze your data model and actually analyze all the reports that your organization is already looking at and have it discover, hey, you're not actually looking at this metric and here's how this metric can maybe benefit. So maybe I'm not looking at, like you said, top sales by my top 10 clients. Maybe we need to be looking at a different metric by like gross profit rather than total revenue. So actually having it uncover a metric that you should be using to operate your business.